Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our fourth of 6 matches on the day. You're watching WPC Ace, the Western Division. It's Sigma or Dogma, whatever you want to call them, versus Team Fnatic. And in Game 1, Dogma looked really convincing. They took the game after a decent start from Fnatic. Fnatic just had a few bad team fights, and from there, the enemy Luna and DK snowballed out of control, and that was pretty much that. I'm LD Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here today by Team Liquid's Bulba. Sam, how you doing?
What's up, LD? It's been good.
It's been a while, buddy.
It's been a while.
Radiant team pick.
Well, what do you think? Oh, this is some EG picks here. Darkseid or Treant?
God, it's it's Tree and Naga, the two most obnoxious heroes. I don't like it in there.
It's yucky. That's what this draft is.
Yeah. But Fnatic love this Treant lately. They picked it twice yesterday versus us, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually really, and I love the Bat Rider pick. I think Bat's one of the good heroes versus Tree, just because he's really hard to zone out with the Tree. If you're playing Bat, like one of the supports, that's kind of like it's hard for him to really get close to you. You should never get the second spell. I forgot what the name of it is.
For Bat, Flame Break.
Like, no, for a Tree.
Oh, Nature's Guys.
No, the second one, the one where he heals you up.
Leech Seed.
Yeah, Leech Seed. Okay, I always forget the name, but it's really hard for Treant to come up to you and Leech Seed you when you have the Boots Rush build on that. You should never go get that on you. So Bat can just kind of kite around the tree in the offlane.
Yeah, and it's a hero that also meets his levels in the jungle, and Bat can even look to leech those as well. So that could be a problem for Fnatic. I wonder how they'll... I guess he can go like deep into the jungle, way away from the lane, but then it puts a lot of pressure on your safe lane. And I mean, if you have just one support there, maybe they just run a solo in the offlane, then that's hugely difficult. The one thing EG has done at times is they have gone aggressive trialing with the tree. I saw they did that once. Maybe it was against you guys even. It was like Darkseid tree. I forget who the +1 was, and the tree was just roaming on mid and getting kills.
Yeah, I think that's like... Was that an EG game? Or
yes, it was an EG game. PPD was playing the tree.
That's typical EG. He kind of gives a DS an early start, and then he just ditches the lane. Because DS can solo versus most heroes. Most even tri-lanes with an early start. Once he gets to the early level 2 in the Ion Shell. And looking at the Sigma, how they play against Sigma Dogma or whatever, this Naga is most likely mid. So
okay, so who's gonna... Is it Fada played it then?
No, it's PyCat plays the Naga mid most of the time. He's their Naga player. I haven't seen Fada play it that much.
They're banning all sorts of
I think
annoying
the
solo
Tinker
mids.
I think the Tinker ban was good because Fnatic yesterday they ran this Tinker and Tree lineup versus us, and it was really obnoxious because you want to push down the towers, but you can't ever do chip damage because Tree heals it up, and then Tinker marches the wave in front of you. So it was like impossible for us to push any towers.
Yeah, and you can also take it quite late game as well with the Darkseer, Tinker, whoever else they pick up. Probably some sort of additional core at that point, and you could even beat the Naga late game. I mean, you guys could have won that game against EG. I know it's a painful memory to bring up in the Starlighter qualifiers.
God, man, don't remind me.
But like Tinker can take it late and win. It's hard. It's really hard.
Why are you making me cry, LD?
Sorry, Sam.
Bible thump, Bible thump, Bible
thump. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, my friend.
Bible thump, dude.
This is tough love. That's what we give you here at BTS. None of this fluffy bullshit.
Wow.
Sorry. Well, we'll see. Fourth ban come out. Fnatic have banned the Sand King. And actually, I don't know if I've even seen Sigma run Sand King. It doesn't seem to be a support they turn to very often.
Yeah, I think I like Sand King actually as a support hero. I think Demon has a really sick Sand King, if you saw that. But
yeah, I saw his 5-man Epicenter yesterday, was it?
Yeah.
That was something else. AC almost broke my speakers. He was so excited, which was well worth it. But yeah, Morana gets the ban.
People are flaming me for getting Leech Seed because it's a Bulbasaur spell. Forgive me.
Well, you're a shitty Pokemon.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, you're one of those I mean, if you were a Pokemon, Sam, you'd be the one that just refuses to obey orders and like starts hitting itself or just being an idiot in the battle. Like, can't even remember your own spell names.
Why are you flaming me, dude?
Get your shit together, dude.
Oh well.
Weaver.
Okay, Weaver. Okay, so
Ancient Apparition coming soon.
Yeah, I like this Weaver pick. This Weaver tree is so obnoxious to play versus. I think it's gonna be. Yesterday they did this special. It was Weaver and safe lane, and then DS tree off lane. I think they did it another time as well. So
Second support, I'm thinking H Apparitions, so you get the Chilling Touch and the Weaver, but I guess it depends how they want to lane it.
yeah,
That's a really annoying combo with the Geminate attack.
I wonder what Sigma's gonna pick here. They have a lot of options. They're gonna go for the Rubik. That's a really good pick. Rubik's.
Fnatic's turn to
There's a lot of good spells to steal. Overgrowth's not that hard to steal. You've got the Sakuchi, obviously, and even most of Darkseer spells are quite useful. So this is scary as well for Fnatic giving that up.
Yeah, and they need a Hani hero right now. I wonder what they're gonna pick.
I saw him play TA once the other day. What else
I don't know
does
if TA is
Hani
that
play?
good versus the Bat Raider at least. in the
Or-
game.
Or versus Naga as well, who's likely to go Radiance in the mid game. What else is there? There's Storm. Hani Storm. I haven't seen him played as much recently.
There's like SF or something like that. OD even. Not sure.
That would be like some MLG Columbus metagame at that point. Just run the dual core Weaver OD, run the Treant Protector. Maybe they even go Abaddon as their last pick and just run the unkillable carries basically. But yeah, I don't expect we'll see Abaddon with the tree already picked up. But yeah, it's Dazzle. Is this a solo mid Dazzle?
Radiant team pick.
This is. I think it has to be support. I don't know about the solo mid dazzle. Isn't that strong? Honestly.
I think I've also seen Hani go solo mid Weaver once or twice, but that seems less likely.
I think it might be SF mid.
Okay. So SF mid, that'd put Weaver safe lane. Maybe it's a Weaver tree and then a Dazzle Darkseer or a tree Darkseer and it's Dazzle
10
Weaver.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I think Fnatic needs a good hero versus the Naga
5 seconds
right now,
remaining.
and they don't have anything to really. I mean, to stop the split push with the Radiance at the moment. I mean, there's honestly a few heroes. I think support-wise, one of the better heroes. Some good heroes versus Naga split push is Lion. Lion is actually a really good hero versus the Naga split push because you can Hex illusion and then you can also mana drain the illusion. Think about what else is good. And the Chen. I like the Chen pick honestly. Because what do they do versus this Chen? Like Chen just comes mid with some Rubik and you kill the supports or even the mid hero.
Yeah, it'll be tough against Living Armor and maybe even the Shallow Grave TP, but I just worry for Fnatic's counter push. They're a bit lacking on proper AoE. Whenever I see a team go Treant Protector, I always worry about their damage output. Like, the hero offers you amazing lockdown, but Darkseer Weaver Dazzle is decent damage, but I don't feel it's enough. And especially when you factor in things like the Chen heal, the mech mid-game, I think Fnatic need more deeps. Maybe that's where the Shadow Fiend fits in.
I think that's SF will. There's also Invoker even. Oh, I'm surprised both teams haven't picked Invoker. Surprising. Lately, I've been seeing Fnatic haven't been picking Hani Invoker much. Oh, and they're gonna ban the Invoker. I'm really leaning towards SF right now. The problem with the SF pick is I feel he's gonna get roamed on by this Rubik and Chen. So he's gonna need the Dazzle camping again, I feel.
Yeah, they have the Living Armor as well. So I think and Weaver is a really good counter ganker if he carries an early TP. But yeah, it's a strong roaming duo, and SF on the dire side as well is gonna need to spend more time in the lane, potentially. The only issue with the SF, I guess, is the Darkseer might also want those jungle camps potentially, and he's not gonna get access to them if SF is farming the stacks. But we will see.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. But I'm trying to find some hero besides SF for them to pick. Oh, Slark.
Radiant team
That's interesting.
pick.
It's a Slark mid then, eh? Or a Weaver mid, I'm not sure which one.
Sometimes they run the Slark. That used to be... There was like a couple weeks where they were running Slark almost every game. And maybe it's a Hani Weaver? I don't know. It's a little weird. Slark's a good pick against Bat Rider, though.
Yeah, so...
10 seconds
He's decent versus the
remaining.
Bat. I'm sure in the lane, Slark versus Naga, I'd
5
say both
seconds
heroes farm
remaining.
well. Just because Naga Riptide is so obnoxious to play versus. I think Slark can actually kill Naga if Naga
Reserve
plays too
time.
cocky in lane. Because Slark's going to go for the Stout Shield build, and Naga's not going to have a Stout Shield, but Naga has such high base armor, he doesn't really even need the Stout Shield. So I think if... Honestly, I've never seen this matchup played much before, Naga versus Slark mid. So that's going to be a matchup to watch. Doom.
Uh-oh.
Doom's a really, really good pick right now for Sigma. I love this Doom pick.
Yeah.
Just-
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm actually. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm afraid for the I'm afraid for Fnatic right now. I really like Sigma's picks.
It's a lot of damage over time. It's reliable lockdown. Guess it's a mandatory Linken's game for Era, but even so, there's the Blink Force Staff to break that later on, and then into a lasso. You've got Rubik who can easily break it with 3 of his spells, so I feel like Pos could also make a lot of plays in the mid game and set things up. If he just Sakuchi's in, gets off a lift, that's an easy lasso follow-up into a Doom. Lots of ways to kill then deal with the Weaver later on. And it does kind of feel to me like Fnatic's lineup needs to find their footing in the first 10 to 15 minutes and just snowball off the lanes.
I mean,
But-
I think what Fnatic's gonna do is they're gonna do like you said. They're gonna have the Weaver solo the Bat Rider, and I think they're gonna go aggro try with the Dazzle, Tree, and Dart DS. I think that's their best lanes. They
Okay.
really need to punish this Doom. I think. I don't think they can just let the Doom
Prepare
get
for battle.
the free farm build. Because if you saw the Alliance, you were casting. I was watching it on my phone, but this Doom, the safe lane Doom that rushed Midas, like even though he lost the game, he was just so much more farmed than Loda was. It's just like it was a miracle, honestly. They won that game.
Yeah, he was ungodly farmed, and it took, first of all, Empire throwing. Like, they chased from, I think, their tier 2 all the way over here, when they could have just taken 2 kills and back off, and EGM playing, like, the godliest windrunner I've seen in a very, very long time. So, and the issue is, Doom's really good this game as well, just hero matchup-wise. A lot of heroes that having Doom against just ruins them. Weaver will be ruined by that, Slark will be quite ruined by that. Sure, you've got a Grave or Living Armor, but they've got enough follow-up, I feel, to bring these
30
heroes down
seconds
regardless.
to
So,
battle.
with that being said, it's Game 2 of this 2-game series. We've got one more match coming up next. It should be Cloud9 versus Empire, I believe, and we'll introduce our teams. They both scout each other out. Nobody's going to engage. On the Dire side, you've got Team Fnatic, Fly playing the Dazzle. No jungler for him this time around. Trixie on your Darkseer. Hani, your solo mid Slark, just pulled a single tango and sitting on a bit of gold. Arrow will be the safe lane Weaver. They did drop an early Sentry Ward, and last but not least, it's No Tail on the Treant Protector.
The battle
Pause.
begins.
Uh-oh. Can they run him down here?
No.
No, they're okay. And then on the Radiant side, we'll go through Dogma or Sigma. You've got your Rubik being handled by Pos. We have safe lane Fata on the Doom. Will be under heavy pressure. Misery playing the jungle Chen. Wonder if he rotates to the enemy jungle. Pycat on the Naga in the solo mid role, and then MSS as the offlane bat. He started boots first here. Gonna have a rough time against this Weaver, I imagine.
MSS is actually a really good laner. So, I'd say he does well the first few lows, but I think at level 4 and 5, Weaver just, it's really obnoxious to play Weaver versus Bat.
And Weaver's just so good, because he's got such a good spammable spell in Sakuchi that...
Oh, look at, Paz might be in trouble.
Oh, that Leech Seed tower dive right away. They go in. No Tail, not even in tower range yet, but it's a 3-hero stun from Paz. Beautifully done. No Tail with the Iron Shell giving chase. Can they get in range here for a right click to cancel the south? They get the south cancel. Fly dropping low to the tower. He's gonna go down. First Blood goes the opposite direction. He didn't have the Grave, and now No Tail might fall as well. This is like that Navi Alliance game at TI. The game 5 where Havos managed to get a double kill when the entire enemy team dove him. Oh, No Tail. Might make it out. Misery Tang going through. Only has Holy Persuasion here. One more right click. What? How is he in range for that last auto attack?
False demagoguery.
That was
Oh, that was so bad right now.
lanes
for,
lanes over,
Fnatic.
folks.
Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. It just ruined the entire game, I feel, for Fnatic. Giving up.
Should you just ditch now? Like just ditch now and go give up?
I
or-
don't think they can ditch. I think their late concept is like so dependent on this working, and even though trees is so like annoying in these 3v3 scenarios that even if this happened, they can still win this tri lane, and they should stop Doom's farm. They just really need to hinge a lot on Hani well right now.
Okay.
Hani's getting out CS mid decently, I think.
Yeah, and that Riptide is really giving him problems here. Slark actually has pretty low base armor.
Yeah, but it's honestly it's whatever. Stark can always farm. It's gonna be up to Hani's rotations, so it doesn't really matter. 5-6 CS. He's gonna farm this wave as well. So right now it's 13-6. So Paika has twice the CS that Hani has, and he's actually gonna pick up a DD with the boots. So this is really big, honestly, for Paika. With this DD, he's gonna have complete lane control.
Yeah, Hani will get his own bottle at the very least, but already the boots and the bottle out for the Naga, so a much better start for him. The Chen for Misery was slowed down quite a bit. He actually dropped a sentry here, but has not seen this sentry, which is about to expire anyway. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Fada gets caught out of position. Looks like a Leech Seed started this one off, but another 3-hero telekinesis stun. Poss is really playing some solid Rubik right now.
This German dual lane bottom lane, stoning.
Yeah, they have the mind meld, you know. They've how long have Fada and Plus played together anyway? I feel like it's been at least a year, year and a half.
I think year or so, or a year and a half on him. Since last year's after TI2, like after December from last year.
Did they play together before that? Because I know like most of the German players at some point have played with each other.
I'm sure they played because I think they're like they're best friends or something. So.
Well, either that or they bonded very quickly. But yeah, they definitely are on the same wavelength here. And we're going to see a smoke from Misery. He will make his way towards the enemy jungle. I don't know if they can kill Era, though, but let's see what he looks to do. Can they maybe kill Hani before he hits level 6? I do wonder.
God, Pycat is just really owning mid lane at the moment. He has twice the CS. He's also zoning out Hani from a lot of experience. So.
Is this just a matchup issue, or is the Slark just getting outplayed?
I think Riptide is just so obnoxious to play versus, even with the Slark. So I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a melee hero. If he wants to go into last hit, then he's going to get Riptided. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is the bottom mid. Oh, he backs off right as the courier comes in. Maybe worried about an upgrade. Instead, the Naga's going to chase. They still have a walking courier. That's how poor their supports are.
Radiant's middle
They're going
tower
to
is under
upgrade it
attack.
right now. So.
He's going to need to bottle Crow heavily. He's just getting completely shut down. Imagine if he got that courier kill, Sam. They're already losing their tri-lane, then they're losing mid completely, even though they're already losing in terms of farm. Then there's no bottle for the Slark. That's like game over. But he'll dodge a bullet here.
So, let's check out top lane. And so the lane we've ignored quite. It's MSS. If you actually saw what Era did, he warded this camp. It's actually really smart, because I think one of the ways that Bat Raider can beat a Weaver in this lane is Bat Raider just stacks this camp for himself, and he farms that while also getting lane experience. So, because Era warded that, MSS hasn't been able to really farm that camp. But looking at the CS, they're actually quite even. Both heroes are farming. And Era's actually going to be going for the Treads or the Midas, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I like the gloves opening just because you have the option, but bottom lane, Fada. His team's being double bit. They'll come with Misery for some backup. They lift up Trixie, throw him back down. He's got a Surge cooling down, but Fly's also dropping low. The Ursa on the backside. There's a Zap. Fly will grave himself. Lives. They bring down Fada. Can they get anything else? Misery been caught up by the Iron Shell. This is great for Fnatic with the double Iron Shell, but no tail. That's a feed too far as he overextends and gives up his own life.
Can No-Tail went a bit too ham there?
Yeah, they had already used the grave. There was very little incentive to dive that far. Well, they're still going. They'll go for Poss now, Trixie. Just throwing out a karate chop, and Misery continues to just juke and back and forth through the trees. He's getting quite harassed. Now the Living Armor gets shot out. But yeah, Hani is 18-3, and Pycat is super, super farm. Pretty much has the Aquila, and at that point it's just a matter of farming the Radiance. Top lane, MSS will be dove. Can Era get the kill here? He's going to commit to it. MSS tries to hide on the cliff, but one more auto attack, getting the vision. Oh, he misses uphill. He misses uphill. Gets the kill.
Radiant's
You know,
bottom
Bat
tower is
can't
under
walk
attack.
over this anymore, by the way.
Oh, you mean all the way up here?
But yeah, like if they're like, I don't know if it was fixed or something, but
Can you
when
walk
try-
on? You can still walk on some of them or none of them?
no, you can't walk you can't walk out of the map anymore.
Okay.
Bat. You can't Firefly out of the map anymore.
I don't
But
remember.
MSS was trying to do that, and he was bugging out. He saw his thing, because I felt he could just move down and he could have lived possibly, but
or at least force the Weaver to really commit
yeah,
to the dive.
But he was trying to walk out of the map and it wasn't
Radiant's
working.
bottom
So
tower
this
is under
Doom,
attack.
not having fun. No tail. He dove deep. He had a Leech Seed, but decided not to pop it. There's still the Scorched Earth available, and wouldn't be an easy kill. But yeah, Era does go Tread, so he's just going to focus on crushing his lane. Maybe he goes back for Midas next.
Actually, I didn't see the first wave. I think
Radiant's bottom
Chet sent a
tower
creep
is under
mid, and that's
attack.
why Hani had a rough time, I think.
Okay.
Because I think that's why. I feel in this matchup, I think Stark should do fine versus him. I think because if you remember when Misery came bottom wave, he didn't actually have a creep, and he's gonna
Misery?
go on.
Misery? Oh, the Psalm's late as well. The Iron Shell probably would have taken them down regardless. I think Misery was not watching there on the map because he just stood there and took the Iron Shell damage for a solid 2 seconds, then tried to run, and the damage was already done. So the tri-lane, after giving up a double kill and a first blood, is suddenly working quite well. And Hani, knowing that the song's down, may go for a dive here on Pycat. Living Armor's even been used for this. How much will he commit? He forces out a TP, but they're fully committed with Trixie also during the fray. Took an early point in the ultimate. They need this Naga kill. He's been free farming all game long, but Trixie gets Test of Faith under the tower. He's so low, not dead yet. The Naga's still alive. The mirror image comes in, but Trixie drops the ult. Big plays from the backside and just snipes the Naga out with the wall there. That was well executed. Now Hani needs to escape, but he's got a level 1 pounce. Can they lift him? That was still cooling down.
Invisibility.
That was
Man,
such
that
great
wall.
play. Trixie is actually carrying this game, so it was a great play from him.
Yeah, take that, haters. Trixie's one of the most hated, one of the players that gets the most flame in chat.
Is he?
Yeah, I blame
I
the
think
good studio for that because they're always flaming in. But Trixie's underrated, I feel.
Yeah, he's a good player. And
Haters gonna hate, man.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Hani as well. I think Hani can actually own this game up right now. He has the levels he needs, and it's really hard for Sigma to kill him. Besides, they need the Doom on the Slark. If he just ganks the other lanes where the Doom isn't, or even if he just forces TPs from the Doom, he can do a lot this game. So
Yeah, despite getting shut down in terms of CS, getting that kill there for their team, he's got his core items, which is just the treads and the, well, not core items, but his treads and his levels, which is really all he needs to start fighting. Trixie's also working towards a pretty fast mech, has the chainmail up, and has the man, my brain is farting hard right now. The headdress as well. Yeah, well, Era's not going to go Midas though. He goes straight Lincoln Sphere.
Tower is under attack.
It looks like they might set up on top.
I don't know if DS needs both the mana boots and the soul ring. Not sure if that's as efficient. I think you just go Tranquils and you get stats from the mech itself.
Well, there's a gank attempt top from Misery, but Arrow might just go in on him now. He's got a time lapse. Oh, and he gets doomed! Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
They're diving MSS bottom.
He's going to go down to the Doom, but MSS bottom lane should be okay. Juke's inside the trees, and they won't continue pursuit. Meanwhile, Pos has negotiated his way into a very tricky situation, but No Tail could get lifted back into the tower. He's tanking the tower. This tower has been the bane of No Tail's existence, and it looks like it will be so again. There's no Grave in range, or is there Fly? Gets off the Grave just in the nick of time. Now the leech seed. He'll try and hoof it out. He's got to take this last tower shot. Stays near the tower, so it hits him in time, but then he dies to the auto attack anyway. You can see the plan from No Tail, but just this tower, he's got to be so mad at it right now.
And MSS is dead, I think.
I think dead as well. Yeah, there's a poison touch cooling down. Is there any sort of TP reaction available? Vacuum is completely off the mark. Oh, Trixie, not on the 8 ball there, but then Hani comes in. He'll clean this one up. Score 7-6. But Pycat's had some space while they're busy ganking bottom, and suddenly Pycat has 1,400 gold. And even though the Dire are headed in gold overall, is it enough is the question.
And No Tail needs to get the levels up. I think this level 6 tree will actually be really important in this fights.
Arrow wants some revenge. He's hunting Fada top lane. Stops to kill off the bug, and that's probably going to cost him his own life. Has they stolen the Sakuchi? Yes, they have, but he time-lapses out. Keeps on pushing forward. Cancels the south. Even the freaking Chen Hill thrown out. What a difficult kill for Era. He's fully committed now, but he's going to run back into the sentry. One more right-click. We'll burn him down. Jeez. That was the magic stick charges. You got the Doom Scorch Earth heal, the passive Unholy Aura, and then the Chen heal on top of it. Era really got baited there by all those heals.
Yeah, and they're actually going to try and pressure mid tower. Fnatic, even though that the early start was, like, the early game was so bad for them, like the first 5 minutes at least.
Here's your song. Uh-oh, this could set up for a 3-hero Chen stop. It's only near 2. The micro's not the best here, but he'll get off the 2. Oh, he misses the stop. Oh, no, the timing's not right for Sigma. Trixie now surging forward, still going to drop on the backside. Meanwhile, the chase on the other end of the fight, Fly being pursued out. The Doom, bringing him low. I think Arrow will have to go for the deny. And meanwhile, No Tail does fall as well. Will Fly go down? Nope, he's actually going to live. And now they'll chase Pos. He's actually out of mana, but the stolen Sakuchi gets him out safely. And they need this mech. He actually has the mech gold, the buckler recipe, but just did not have it delivered. And that was with Misery missing the stomp, too.
Yeah.
Imagine if he hit it.
Pycat's actually really underfarmed, I feel. For the mid Naga. He is, I don't know. I don't think he's that farmed at all.
He's not, but is Fnatic farmed enough to punish it?
I think so right now. This DS and Weaver are actually really farm. Or not the Weaver really, but Yes, I think
Radiant's
he
middle
has
tower
a lot of
is
gold.
under
I
attack.
do like Fnatic how even though like they've had these bad engagements, they just go right back to the drawing board and keep on fighting. And they'll find Fada here in the woods, and Era's just gonna crush him. No chance. This Doom is food.
Radiant's
Finally,
middle
the
tower
Doom pick has been
fallen.
punished for once. It feels like every game a team gets a Doom, he's just given freeform, gets a ridiculously fast Midas, is fed some kills, and it's always Doom just putting his boot to the opponent. But not this game. This game, it's the cockroach eating away at his... nipping at his boots.
Yeah. So No-Tail's still not level 6 yet. He should try and aim for this level 6 as soon as possible. Fly actually has pretty good levels. He's level 8, which is pretty high. And MSS has his blink right now. And 50 gold. They're gonna try and smoke.
That's
Sure.
all. It's also a fairly late blink from
Dire's
MSS. The
top
death's
tower
definitely
is
setting
under
back.
attack.
2, 2, and 2.
Yeah, and they're... Oh my god, pass. Oh, they use 2 sentries too.
Oh, and they're both gonna get killed by the tower. Oh boy. Now the Rubik stealing Sakuchi once again. I believe. Yep, got the
Dire's
Sakuchi.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, but it seems like a lot of this game, most of the heroes aren't even that farmed. If you look at the net worths, it's pretty low net worths for a Dota game lately. 5k, around 5k at 14 minutes is pretty low.
Uh-oh. MSS caught out of position bottom, ladies. He's so close to his blink. Actually, I think he bought it already. And now chased out. Yeah, he got the blink in time, but can they actually get the kill? They need a few more auto attacks. He's still alive. Needs to kill off the bug quickly. Meanwhile, Trixie on the backside of the fight. There's a Fada Doom available. Trixie already has popped his mech. In comes the Chen. Traps him as well. They don't want to blow it, but now he's going to vac test of faith in your face, Trixie. Oh, I jinxed Trixie. He's died twice since I was praising his play.
He's
I
still
take.
gonna...
I don't blame Trixie. I take full responsibility for this one. Direct all complaints to me.
Hani's actually going to be really close to Shadow Blade. And once he gets that item, it's going to be up to him, I think, to make a lot of the space for Fnatic. And I think he's going to be able to do it as well.
He definitely needs to soon. Sure, Pycat's quite poor, but Relic is only like 3-4 minutes off if they don't gank him. At most.
Yeah. And looking at Pycat's farm, he's... I don't know, this seems like it's going to be like a 21 minute Radiance at this rate.
Yeah.
That's actually very, very...
And you aim for like a 15-16 minute as kind of like your ideal timing, so that is a solid 6 minutes late.
I think the difference between Pycat and a lot of the other Naga players like Arteezy and the other Arteezy and even Quakefa as well, Pycat tries to fight a lot more with his Naga. He'll come and help early on, like he'll just come and fight instead of Arteezy and the other players. They just prioritize split pushing more. Like they don't really help the team at all before the Radiance, or even not just the Radiance. They won't help before the Radiance bots and then Manta as well. Then they start really fighting. But I think that's the better way to play mid Naga. I don't think you should try and maybe you can get a kill here or there, but overall I think you should just prioritize the getting the Radiance.
Just be
fast
more,
as possible.
yeah. Just basically be more selective about when you engage in fights. Yeah. The thing is, even though Pycat's farm is pretty underwhelming, they still have a Doom who's quietly caught up and up to 5k net worth, has Midas, has drums. If Fnatic don't do something with this Aegis and Sigma manage to get the Radiance online, they'll be right back in the game. And Fnatic are not the best team at countering split push either, so I don't think they can get too comfortable. Sure, they've got a nice lead. They're up by 2.5k gold. The map control is going their way, and Sigma don't really want to take fights, but Sigma have the perfect high ground defense lineup with Naga as well as Batrider, and on top of that, they've got the late game pretty much secured with the Doom Naga. So, yeah, Fnatic can't rest too easy, even though they're leading right now.
Another thing is even though Pycat doesn't have, if they get at least one tower, he'll be that much closer to his Radiance, and that'll reduce it by maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And I think Fnatic should try and prioritize defending this tower. I don't think they should give it up. And look at Hani, he's coming up right now.
There's a Son available, however, so I don't know if they'll actually get any kills, but they can at least force the TP reaction back. They'll go right onto MSS on the backside. In comes the Naga. No, she's a little bit slow to react here. Will MSS go down in time? He's able to TP out. Miz are able to TP out. They were not forced to use the Son, and the Naga gets the tower, and all of a sudden, Relic's online at 17 minutes.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere. He had 2.3k, and then in 2 minutes he got basically, because of the tower gold, and he got a little bit farm on top lane, and there was no pressure. He suddenly has his Relic. So.
He also got like 20, 25 CS during that time, so that was more of like a 6 CS a minute type of pace.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna get around 20 minutes say. Because of the
I don't
tower.
know if Fnatic have done enough yet. They know it too. They want to fight. They'll drop the Dazzle ult. Where's that overgrowth? He connects onto, barely clipping Misery at long range. Will the Rubik be able to steal it? No. Cooling down for now, but they set up with the Psalm. They're prepping with the Firefly. Is there any follow-up to this? They're like not sure if they want to go in, and they say in the end, you know what? This is a bad idea. Let's back the hell up.
They can't. They don't have anything to synergize really well with the sleep, I feel. If you look at their heroes, that's one of the problems with their lineup. They don't have a Mirana. Even a Timbersaw is not that bad to synergize with the sleep.
The other thing that's they didn't even have a good Chen creep there. Like an Ursa clap, Hellbear Smasher clap, that's really it. They will clap down the wave though. They've got some nice counter push, and Trixie are not using his mech, so the whole wave dies.
Pycat making the right play. He should go for top lane right now. He should not be trying to help his team defend.
You know what the biggest problem for Fnatic is? They don't take towers quickly. They have no physical damage really at all, and even if they get a couple kills, I feel like Sigma can still just turtle. So I'm worrying more and more that Fnatic can actually take this. They're not snowballing that hard. 10-9, barely leading in gold. They've got a tower, a slight tower advantage here.
Fada gonna be in trouble?
Can they cancel a TP?
Well, he knows. Yeah, he has the instinct.
Oh, that's so much space for Pycat as well. He'll TP back to the base. 4,800 gold. He's not bought his relic yet, but he'll have the whole Radiance very soon. And Fnatic are just not getting anything done with the Aegis. This is... They might be the team with the Aegis and the map control for right now, but this is Fnatic. They're the ones operating on a clock, and they're the ones who have pressure on them to get stuff done.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, and Era is gonna have his Lincoln soon as well. I think once he gets that Lincoln, it's gonna be hard for Sigma to kill him.
So
With just the Bat Rider, they need like...
Radiant team just smoked. I don't know if this Dire Observer Ward saw it, but I think it did, because they were like some near the tower.
Yeah, they're baiting Pycat. So the thing is, I don't think Fnatic's gonna try and gank him. So unless they run into Era,
They saw the. I believe they saw the smoke with that Observer Ward mid as well. So, well, Era might walk into it though. Sakuchi's out. Is there a gem? No, Sentry Ward's a little bit too late. Flame Break. Actually gonna push him back to safety. He almost has his Lincoln Sphere, but you can set your watch because the Radiance is online. Sub 20 minutes just by the skin of his teeth. And now mid lane, there'll be a dive onto Fata by Hani. Trying to commit here, trying to do something with the Aegis, but no way to cancel TPs. Fnatic are just getting frustrated by these TP outs.
Radiant's bottom tower
MSS is
under
actually
attack.
really poor for Bat. He has no Force Staff yet, and that's really big. I think he's not getting any farm. He's not prioritizing farm, I feel, right now. He should really just try and farm his items.
Maybe now that the Radiance is out, they'll go for more. Era gets caught, but they do pop the Overgrowth as well as the armor to keep him alive for the time being. Nota will fall, and Era, will he look to fight? The Song gets deployed. They TP out. They're just going to retreat, worried about more additional heroes coming in. So Era and Hani can't get a kill. And Fnatic, once again, TP's the bane of their existence. Just Song TP out, just straight TP out against Slark. They need some lockdown here. What do they actually have? Vacuum and Poison Touch. That is it. And I guess Overgrowth, but normally that's been used by the time heroes start TPing out. Ay, ay, ay.
MSS should just go
Farmer's Force Staff, you're
He
saying.
really needs it.
I guess the thing was we need the Radiance first, and then we'll worry about everything else.
Look at Hani. He has a DD. Oh my god, look at his damage.
Hi, Cat.
Wow.
Is he going to go down? The mech's there, the back follow-up as well. Can he live? No, bottles through for the time being, deploys the wall, and Pycat walks back into it, his own illusion, almost killing him off, but not quite. Trixie can't bring him down. Now the mech deployed, everything to keep Pycat safe. They've also lost their Aegis, and Hani comes right back into the fray. Is there a Doom available? Yes, there is. Hani, as soon as this ultimate ends, he's in a lot of trouble, and Fada's hunting him. He's trying to pursue him out, but a leap away. Oh boy.
Look at the two walls here.
Oh, Rubik even stole the wall. And miraculously, the only thing that was lost there was an Aegis.
Yeah. So, actually thought Pycat was gonna die there, but that was a clutch Chen heal and then a mech from Misery. So.
And pretty good jukes from Pycat around the tree line as well. So the first Aegis, what did Fnatic actually do with it? They lost the tier 1 top. They gave up a kill on their tree. They didn't stop the Naga from farming. They didn't take a tower. They did basically nothing with that Aegis. And it's credit to Sigma, really, just for stalling the game, split pushing, and managing to TP out and anticipate every single gank for solid 6 minutes. But now Fnatic are in a world of trouble.
I still think late, like however long. I think a Naga. One sec.
Oh, well, while Sam's busy talking to one of his lady friends, I'm sure. We'll see Pycat just pushing in the top lane, farming the enemy woods. And Hani, Era, looking to make a move mid. There actually is a song back online. If Fada's going to walk into a potential gank here, he'll get caught out. The Doom, Midas on cooldown as well. Value was lost this day, potentially. Will he go down in time? There's a Rubik spell steal. The mech is there once again. Misery keeping Fada safe. What play? Set back as well. This Misery Chen. Is he going to get the stomp off? Oh, just barely missing on the stomp on Era. That would have been picture perfect. They did lose the Rubik on the backside of the fight, but they keep the core hero alive, the Doom. And now Pycat getting some space, pressuring. And once again, Fnatic get a kill, but not taking a tower on the back of these. Just don't have the building demolishers. They need a Desolator in Era. In fact, the tower's still at 1200 HP. There's still a Glyph online. Just killing a Rubik for that, it seems average at best.
Yeah, okay, sorry I'm back, but
welcome back,
as I was
buddy.
saying, I think...
How's your girlfriend?
Huh?
How's your girlfriend?
It wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry,
okay,
sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear about the breakup.
No problem, dude. But late game, I think Slark is actually decent versus Naga. I don't know if you saw this game. It was like Rock's Kiss and Alliance, and I think it was Loda's Naga. And he had so much farm, but then late game, I think like 65 minutes, he lost to Slark late game. But
do you think this is gonna go 65 minutes? Because this Naga should be 6-slotted by like 40 to... well, maybe by 50 minutes. And Hani's not all that farmed. I mean, he's got Shadowblade, Treads, and Yasha. It's decent.
There's a Weaver as well. The problem right now is, like, their supports can't do anything for the illusions. Like, I feel this illusion is going to go on the Dazzle, and he's just going to have to go heal instantly. Or I just, like, pop a Grave on himself or TP out even. Because once this Naga gets the diffuse blade...
Can they break the Lincoln Sphere time? Yes, they can. The net comes out. Dust deployed. Will there be a Doom follow-up from Fada? Hasn't dropped it just yet. Now the lasso comes onto Era, and the Slark starts doing a decent amount of work. Decent amount of damage. Era still forced to run. They actually Doom no-tail. Oh, Era. Being pursued out. Everybody in Fnatic in a lot of trouble. It's up to Trixie to counter-initiate, but his Blink Dagger's getting canceled by the Radiance Bird. He can't do anything, but watch Fly burn down. That leaving back the illusions back in. Fada still alive in the front lines, trying to dish out the damage. Everybody's going to live for now. There will be a sendback. Suddenly, No-Tail hits a huge overgrowth, and they saw that the Vac Wall follow-up might be there, so they song, and they'll just reset. I think we'll just see them back off. They were thinking about the Chen going in. Not going to commit. Pos manages to zap No-Tail, who's stuck around too long. Oh, man, that song just setting up an easy kill on him, and now Hani. TP gets canceled. They finally cancel one of these pesky TPs with the Dazzle in the right place at the right time. MSS has a 4-step. Maybe 4 steps Misery back to safety here. No, not going to do it. Misery. Suddenly, Sigma really overextending, completely forcing the issue, and paying for it. The Naga's going to frantically try and push top, but with all these heroes falling, finally Fnatic might get some momentum.
Yeah, that was a really chaotic fight. Honestly, it was one side
I felt like they didn't have
edge.
to stay that long.
Yeah, and if you notice, Fly actually, he has the double-click ability on, because he double-clicked Grave, I think, and he graved himself there. I don't know if he was meaning to grave himself, but it looked like he double-clicked it. So that was it wasn't really a misplay because Era didn't die, but the Doom wasn't actually on the Weaver, which I'm confused about.
Yeah, it was the tree. He doomed the tree for some reason.
I think that was a misplay from Fada.
I think there was so much stuff piled on top of each other. It may have also just been a misclick there.
Yeah,
not sure. They did a really good job of initiating too. They instantly broke the Lincolns. I think it was with the spell steal or maybe the zap from the Rubik, and then immediately they netted afterwards. And
yeah.
It looked like it would be an easy, okay, just doom him and then go take the fight, but they didn't go for it.
So that was a missed chance there from Fnatic, at least, or from Sigma. And Doom's up again. Fada isn't that farmed for getting that really early Midas. He's died 4 times. And there just isn't much space for him to farm on the map. There's a Naga take most of the farm. And finally MSS has his Blink Dagger. Or, sorry, his Force Staff. So...
yeah. Finally they have another way to break the Lincolns as well.
Yeah. The problem is this Chen. I've talked to Misery quite a bit, and he hates playing Chen if you have to turtle with the hero. He said it's one of the most boring things to play in Dota.
Well, he's doing his job though. His mechs and sendbacks have saved him so many times.
Talking about like in 40 minutes or so, Chen just gets. He feels Chen gets really powerless. So I think it might honestly, this game might go that late, especially if they get the Roshan right now. Fnatic gets the Roshan. which they should be able to, unless Pycat comes with a really, really clutch song.
I think it's too late. The Roche is extremely low. It's going to fall, and they waste the song as well. Oh, boy. They got to get the hell out. They didn't TP out, though, and now Fnatic's going to look to chase off of this. Hani, can he get in range for anything? Going to rock right past the Sentry Ward here. But I don't know if he finds anyone. Maybe he does find Pycat, who continues to just head north. He doesn't want to use his boots of travel. And Hani just continues heavy pursuit. Still the Sanji Yasha online. Blank Lasso, they found Fly in the river. He gets pulled back into the flames, into a test of faith. Decent damage done, and it will be enough for the kill. Well, they lose one, but Fada, now the one caught out of position. Hani, not the ideal target to Doom, and now they get backed into the wall. The overgrowth coming out. Big damage and lockdown, but still not enough for a single kill, actually. Haas stole the overgrowth, turn it around, and now Era. Is he going to find anything? He continues chasing, looking for Misery, looking for Fada. There's still a Doom. He's been very patient with this Doom all game long. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's looking for an opening now. Hani. Era, there's a double damager, and Era does get Doom, but already he got off the right clicks. He instantly kills him off, and now they'll retreat out. Pycat fishing for an opening. I really wish they had the Psalm there if you're Sigma, but they don't, unfortunately. Can they kill off Trixie? Can they find anyone during this fight?
Hani actually has no mana for his second spell, even with... okay, they don't go for him.
Yeah, I guess he still has the Aegis here anyway.
Yeah, Pycat actually, I don't think Pycat clicked on Hani to see his HP, or his mana pool, because he didn't net him because he thought Hani had mana for his Dark Path, but he actually had no mana there, so they could have actually taken the Aegis from the Slark, which would have been a pretty big deal.
30 minutes in, it's still pretty even. Gold experience, that was a really just unfortunate initiation for Sigma. They saw him just a few seconds
top. He might be in trouble here.
Might be. If this net hits, he's definitely in trouble. And yeah, there's your Riptide. Easy kill. And Naga can just go... The Fnatic just cannot stop her from pushing. They really need something like a Basher on the Slark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Slark... I don't know. This Hani's just playing so well right now. I don't know about the SNY, if it was better than Scotty. I always like Scotty more than SNY. Even Lincoln's is not that bad. It looks like Pyke actually sleeps out from in their jungle and gets away.
He does draw them back, and he does keep the farm up. He's now 1k gold ahead of the Weaver, about 3k ahead of the Slark. But like you said, Hani, especially considering his start, he got pressured early, I think, by the Chen. We didn't actually see it because we were watching the 3 kills bottom, but he still managed to catch up in farm. He's found his openings. It's just they haven't been able to take objectives, Sam. Aside for the Roshan, like, they didn't take the tower. They haven't really killed off the Naga at all, and that's where I worry for Fnatic. When are they going to actually take objectives? I think the big thing is this item for Aaron. It's the Desolator that he's finally managed to pick up. Now if they win a fight, maybe they can actually take a tower off of it.
Pycat still isn't that farmed. It's you want to usually get the Manta Radiance bots by 25 minutes. That's usually the best, kind of like the best overall is like getting it by 20 minutes, but I think 25 minutes is decent. Getting it by 32 minutes is kind of late, I feel. But he's like, he has such higher net worth than everyone else in the game. I guess 2k more than Era. It's fine with it still. Cause
the thing is, Fnatic just don't farm well. Even though Pycat's not been able to farm freely. He still farms better than them.
I mean, check out No-Tail's net worth. He's just... He has literally nothing. He has 2k net worth. Close to...
I mean, what does Tree actually need? Just a Blink Dagger. That's pretty much it.
I actually think you can farm with this hero. Once you get... The Blink Dagger is really important. If you can get it early, the Blink Overgrowth is just actually insane.
Ani looked like he wanted to throw his Aegis away, but he'll leave out at the last second. He'll be okay. Pycat is going for the trade, but they finally lost their tier 2. The power of the Desolator in action. It was that pushing power they just did not have before. And the Slark starts to hit a bit harder now as well. So, Fnatic, hanging on. There's your Manta. He's getting close to the tanky stage. The next item, once he picks up the heart, that's where Fnatic do lack AoE. No Battle Fury wielders, no bouncing glaives for them, no flat cannon, no easy way to kill off illusions.
There's actually Shivas on the Doom.
Okay, so even more team fight for Sigma.
Yep. It just feels like both teams are having such a hard time killing each other. Like these fights, there have been so many fights, LD, but it's like there are only 13 kills for each team. And I think it's partly because both teams kind of have the heal and then the disable so they can run away from fights. Like Sigma, if they ever get low, they have the sleep. and then they have the Chen Sen back, and then Fnatic, if they ever get low, they have the Dazzle and then the Tree Heal. So
do you still? It seems like you kind of just favor Fnatic this game, even though they don't seemingly have the better, like, obviously better farming lineup.
Right now, I think they have this timing window where they can kill the Naga once and they can force a buyout and then push a tower or something like that. They can do this, I feel.
Okay, but if they're not able to do that, do you still favor them, or do you think the pressure's still on them to make plays?
I think late game, I think Fnatic can still win the game because I feel Slark and Weaver just get so strong.
Okay, there's a Song here. Pycat's gonna TP out, protects his buddy. Trixie was about to vacuum and cancel that.
But I feel there's a timing where if Naga gets his heart and he gets his Diffusal Blade, the level 2 Diffusal Blade, they like if Fnatic can actually step out of their base at that point, I think they have a chance. But for however long that is, for like the 20 or 30 minutes, when the Naga has those 2 items, plus when he gets the butterfly, it's going to be insanely hard for them.
Yeah, it's just the onslaught, and that's where Fnatic will have a hard time getting the lane creepy equilibrium going their direction.
Because even now, this Naga's illusions are not that strong. They're dying really fast because he doesn't have the heart. So
yeah, it's not too far off. 2,400 gold. Will have the Reaver pretty soon. Maybe saves for the Boots of Travel buyback, so maybe it's a bit farther off, but they also have some towers to take down. Tier 1 bottom, Tier 1 mid, and looks like they want to get started on that now, but Fnatic are on the move.
Yeah, good luck pushing versus Tree. It's like impossible. You can't ever chip damage him.
Yeah, Batrider's looking for an initiation, though. They might try to go with the Force Staff to break a Lincoln Sphere, but there is a lot of support coming in. In fact, the whole team's about to descend on the lane. And with the Firefly ending soon, I don't think they'll commit to this. They could be in trouble, though. There's a Surge initiation. They'll be backing off. The Batrider's gone in right as his Firefly ends. He gets overgrowth immediately. Fada looking for a Doom target. Has not popped it yet. Tawny goes in. The Vacuum Wall is quite good, but they'll simply Song. They get the Dazzle kill. Tower denied by Era, and everybody just TPs out immediately. Well executed by Sigma.
That's the problem with this lineup. That Sigma, I mean, Fnatic can maybe do well in the fights, but this Naga Sleep is just nulling the Darkseer wall every time. As soon as Darkseer gets his combo off, Pycat uses Sleep and they just TP out.
He went Diffusal first, didn't go for the heart.
Yeah, I actually like the Diffusal first. He wants to be like kind of playing aggressive, because if he puts these illusions with Diffusal Blade on the Dazzle or even the Tree, they're gonna have to take so much damage. Like they're just kind of useless.
Yeah, I guess the issue, though, is now Fnatic can just kill off his entire army very quickly. They just popped a single Shivas, right-clicked him a few times, and, well, now they stopped targeting them since they got the tower, but pretty much died. The ones that they targeted almost instantly. Tree does get his Blink now as well. More initiation for Fnatic. Will they find the openings? Song's ready. Are they actually going to go? Doesn't look like they want to yet. So in the end, they take a Tier 1 bottom, they get the kill, and they back out, but with no Song, they have to forfeit a Tier 2, so good play by Fnatic playing around the Song. Now, issue is, it's a level 3 Song, so in most cases, they're not going to be able to get objectives off of that. Pycat getting caught out top, he'll have to Song again, TP's out. Oh, it's frustrating. He's probably thinking, like, I need an Abyssal Blade pretty bad.
Yeah. It's just, it's a nightmare to watch, LD.
I don't know if it's worse.
Naga Sleep.
I don't know if it's worse to watch or play against. It's pretty bad either way.
Oh, believe me.
I've played plenty against this Naga. It is not fun.
If you played two games, like last Tuesday, I played 2 games which are 65 minutes long with Naga Sarenbo.
I'm surprised you didn't just kill yourself.
I wanted to.
I'm glad you didn't, Sam. I'm glad you're still with us. But here they go. They'll smoke up, and they're going to look to make a move. There's no Nagasan to start this fight, but they have found Era immediately. Will they lock him down sufficiently? Where is the Doom on the Weaver? They have not used it yet. Fada just not sure what target he wants to Doom, and in the end, he goes for the Dazzle instead. There's a Grave available, and suddenly Era's at full HP in fighting shape. And sure, the Dazzle's out of the fight, but do they even care? Naga's not with them. She's pushing bottom lane. Has Boots of Travel. Has not joined the Freya. Has the Song available. Now Pycat's coming. And now Fnatic are running. They'll lift up Fly. They'll drop him back down. Sakuchi's still at the ready. And in comes a little backup. Naga's here. Dropping everyone low. The long range net clips out Honey. He's got no mana. He could end up going down. Fly dropping low as well. And Pycat is just terrorizing this Fnatic squad. Barely able to escape. The Slark gets the vision. The Song is just a bit short. No, it catches Hani. But he's full HP with living armor. He should survive. Meanwhile, everyone else falls. 3 heroes dead. Man.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like Fnatic have this opportunity to win, but they have to outplay Sigma so hard to win this game. I feel and that's the problem with playing versus Naga. You just have to outplay the other team because they have this one-hit button that just resets everything. You're like, I screwed up. Oh, let me just press this button.
The cooldown just needs to not be a minute, dude. That's to me. That's just the most ridiculous part of the hero by far.
Yeah, but
I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping for 6.81, some adjustments to Naga.
And Fada should actually try and go for the wolf creep soon. I think.
Dire's top
Still has the
tower
ice
is
armor.
under
It's a
attack.
good creep, I think, but right now, the wolf creep will just do so much for them. Especially like even the Chen and Rubik will be hitting hard with the wolf creep.
Yeah, it's just I mean, generally, I think it seems like the best late game creep. Sometimes the ice armor is pretty good. Maybe a centaur in certain scenarios, but they already have the Doom, the Bat Rider, and the Naga to initiate, and even the Rubik, who's constantly got Sakuchi this game. So they don't really need the Stomp, which leaves pretty much the ice armor or the Alpha Wolf.
And Pycat's up to 4.3k.
Uh-oh, Hani. Gotta be a bit careful here. There was a song actually ready, but they're not gonna bother.
I say.
Well, what's Fnatic's next move? They're gonna smoke up, but, I mean, what's their overall game plan here?
Kill the Naga.
Kill the freaking Naga.
Kill the Naga, save the game.
But how do they kill her? They have no lockdown for her. She should just build a song and TP out. Almost no matter what. Maybe they just build a Hex on the Slark. Maybe the Slark should just build a Hex.
They need like Hex, Abyssal Blade, all these items. DS maybe even needs a Refresher Orb.
Oh god, and he's just TP top too. They've missed their window here. They'll get nothing for this time.
Right now they can't kill the DS. They can't kill the Naga. I think they're gonna need so many. Like they need a few more items on heroes.
Do you think Hani should go for Hex, even though he's a Slark?
I think he's gonna go for the Scotty. He wants to use the Orb of Venom and the Ultimate Orb.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, but I mean, they can't gank the Naga without it, and who else, like Darkseer is nowhere near a Hex, so that gives Naga another 15 minutes to farm, probably. 10-15 minutes, potentially.
Yeah. So, I don't know. They're just gonna have to farm. I don't think they can win. They just need, like, this game is gonna have to go really, really long for Fnatic to win. At
the same time, for Sigma, as good as they are at defending, so too Fnatic is very good in the high ground defense. Mainly because they've got the Darkseer in the tree, where they can counter-initiate, and also even buy back on the Weaver and time-lapse in, and potentially just straight up win a high ground defense, even when Sigma seemingly have the upper hand. So both teams may take it late.
This game's gonna go... I'm calling it, man. 70-minute game.
Confirmed by Bulba. Going 90 minutes.
Unless one team just totally screws up, and they're like, unless Fnatic screw up and they get caught out of position, but otherwise it's gonna be a really long game stage, I think.
Yeah, if Fnatic make a big mistake, they will probably lose their entire base. They're waiting though. They're perched mid. They want to go. Shadowblade's been deployed. No Tail's just creeped into position, but there's a gem up on Paz, and he's hiding in the trees. HY has taught him well.
And look at Pycat's item build. He actually went for the butterfly. So his illusions do so much damage now.
He's also very resilient against Era, who went Daedalus. They saw the early Chrysalis, and he said, great, there's no MKB. They can't punish this. There's a Blink Blast, so they pulled Noto down. They found him from the high ground, and they stole something on the way out. They wanted the Overgrowth. They get the Nature's Guys. But still, not bad. Not bad at all. And they'll start pushing down mid. Is there buyback available on No-Tail? There is not. He's dead for 30 seconds. Can Fnatic defend their high ground? They do have a glyph available. I think they'll be able to hold, but one or two more deaths during this assault could cost them dearly. No, it's a tier 2 bottom.
They're going to get the Aegis as well.
The net begins to tighten. The noose around Fnatic's
actually,
neck.
This doesn't seem like it's going to be a 70-minute game at this rate. They're just going to pummel through. What did they do versus the butterfly on the Naga Illusions?
They're kind of screwed by the item choice. Going for Daedalus always is just such a risk when you're up against a butterfly carry. Because then you have this window where they have butterfly, you have Daedalus, and there's no Hex, and it's what, like another 8 to 10 minutes at least before you can properly do damage to Pycat? That's rough. And there's also Frost Armor, or Ice Armor for him as well.
There's...
The chat is just celebrating the fun of Naga. I'm sorry, but this hero is way worse than Morphling ever was for me.
Morphling's fun to watch.
I know. Like, I never had a problem with Morphling, even when he was a little broken in TI2. I'm a Morphling apologist. I'll defend him to the bitter end.
Look at Hani. He has us to. He has the Scotty up. Hani's actually playing so well this game. He's trying his hardest.
But it's like, imagine if this was a Tinker playing this well. I feel like he could actually, like, control the game a lot more. Whereas instead, Pycat, he'll mirror image. He can TP out if he needs to. He's a little reluctant to use a song for some reason, but now it gets popped, and the fun's over, folks! Nothing to see here. Let's go home. Are they gonna go back in? Not sure they're gonna engage in this. They'll pop a dust, but Arrow will scurry away. He knows it's not safe anymore. He'll make his retreat out as this annoying little pest. But he's been spotted out by MSS, who breaks the Lincoln Sphere. Now he time-lapses back right the other direction. Pycat has a net available. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Era. That is not where you want to be. Doom in your face and instantly just gets ripped to shreds. Does he have buyback? No buyback. 80 seconds down? That might be Rax. Might be game.
Yep.
Sam, this is a sad day for fans of active Dota.
You gotta take what it's a $250,000 tournament.
Yeah, you do what it takes to win. It's nothing against Sigma at all. They're playing their hearts out and they're playing well. But I do rue the day when when the solo mid Naga was discovered.
Well, I'm
a hater. I'll admit. I'm sure there's someone whining about me, whining about Naga, but I can live with that.
Radiant structures.
Do you remember who started that?
It was
certain sad boy.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Well, before that there was still the Rat Naga, which was kind of pioneered by Ice 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 and Miracle.
Yeah, but I think the mid Naga is just a lot better than safe lane.
Yeah, the whole style of play is so annoying. Well, Fada will get initiated upon. He pops his BKB, he gets overgrowth mid. Doom cast animation. Actually doesn't have the Doom right now. It's still cooling down. Just goes for the level death instead on the no-tail. They're defending their high ground extremely well here. Naga just throwing in an army of illusion. Slowly siege away. Look at the Riptide damage. These right clicks. Cheese got dropped on the backside. The wall is down, however. The vacuum is up for the Rubik, and they'll just charge through it. Start working on the racks. Pycat's going to scurry around the sides, and with no wall left, Fnatic don't have many ways left to defend. They're still fighting illusions in their well. The infestation has reached critical mass. Somebody call Terminix. They need an exterminator pronto. Because this Naga's out of control. They'll try to go back in now. Era gonna work his way in on Fonto. There's a blink initiation in the vacuum. The wall's still up, but now the Doom's ready, and that means Era's out of the fight. They don't have their Weaver for this. There's still an Aegis available. Fonto's gonna come back to life after these messages. Round number 2, let's go. Pycat going, cleaning everyone up on the backlines. Hani does manage to kill one, but Pycat's killing them all. Back to your well, back to the fountain. It's just going to be all Sigma all the way, and in the end, it looks like a clean 2-0 sweep. 4 heroes at the fountain. Sad times for Fnatic. GG. This might end their chances of going to...
I think it ends it, right? Because they're
1-3 now, I believe.
Yeah. They played only 1 game yesterday, or 2?
I think they're 1-3. We can actually double check that. We'll wait for our final scoreboard, but Naga wins, and Resident Sleeper.
C9 versus Empire. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. Who are your res on for that?
I don't know, man. C9. Some games they can win MLG and TI, and some games they confuse me.
So it looks like Fnatic. Yeah, they had just the 1 game yesterday. So after this game, they have 1 point, and they've played 2 of their 4 matches, which means you've got Alliance already sitting at 3 points, having played only 2 matches. Empire sitting at 3 points, having played 3 matches. It is a tough road for Fnatic. Remember, only 2 out of these 5 teams qualify, so you got to be in the top 2. But
I kind of want to see Alliance go to China again. I want to see how they do. It's like that. Always, it's like kind of like last year there was G1.
Yeah.
And then this year I want to see how they do at Ace. So
we'll get a sneak peek. We'll get a sneak peek when they go to Star Ladder against DK and IG. But yeah, I want to see them on foreign soil as well.
But for Empire versus C9, I have to say I think Empire is gonna win, because I think Empire's team fighting is like probably the best right now in the world. The way they team fight and if you just watch how they communicate, and I honestly think Mag is like the best player in Europe right now. Like he's playing like the best player in Europe. So.
Well, that's going to wrap up our final game of this particular series, but as you alluded to, Bulba, we've got one more match coming. It's Empire versus Alliance. And that match could have huge, sorry, not Empire versus Line. Empire versus Cloud9, but Empire team that's in the running for the top 2. Cloud9, having only played 1 match, they'll need to put together a clean win there here. They got 2-0'd by Alliance yesterday, so even just tying with Empire puts them in the same boat as Fnatic at 1-3. Very difficult to advance with the way Alliance, Empire, and Dog are playing. That match coming up right after this. I'm LD, he's Bulba. You can follow him at twitter.com/liquidbulba. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.